Welcome to the Keep Yappin podcast, and the reception of the last couple of months has been
Insane, man.
unreal.
Insane.
Unreal. My DMs are popping, but hopefully yours are as well.
I've sent
Uh,
them the joy, bro. You know
what?
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 Yeah, my DMs are always dry, man. Because I'm loyal to absolutely no one. That's the funny thing. Anyway, today's yapping session. It's going to be a lot of. I think we're going to have a lot of debates on this one.
I hope so.
I hope
You
so.
know what? I'm keen for a good debate.
Keep a good
I'm
debate.
keen for a good debate.
But you know what? Because it's a Christmas month.
Yes, yeah.
It's Christmas
Getting
month.
into the jolly time.
When did you find out that Santa was fake? Santa was a lie. Santa did not exist.
I think it was young. I
Same,
must have been like 6.
same. It was a similar time when I found out Christmas are wrong.
Yeah. Same. I think my mom told me both of them like back to back. She just told me,
Yeah,
yeah, Santa ain't real and Christmas is around.
I can't lie. For us Muslim kids, yeah, like it's kind of a good one. It's a good kind of,
Yeah.
it's a good kind of mix between, uh, like that's like, oh yeah, Christmas haram, and then like on a side piece, yeah, Santa's a fake, Santa's a lie, Santa doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
It softened the blow. It softened the blow.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this episode is gonna be. Oh, let's try and make it Christmas based. I feel like,
Yeah, we can do a Christmas based
yeah.
episode.
Okay, I want to know, yeah, in terms of like, obviously we haven't looked too much into the analytics yet.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of our audience, what demographic do you think is going to be the main people who are watching this?
And there's a bunch of packies watching this.
You're gonna have to apologize to say that word, bro.
Why, man? No. People can call me that. You know what? I'm gonna. Should I tell them what happened to me
Oh,
at the
well, in
car park?
Manchester, in Manchester,
This
the traffic
isn't.
center.
Yeah, this happened to me in Trafford Centre, right? So any people who are like, oh, people are racist nowadays. People are racist, bro. I was in Trafford Centre, and basically it was rammed, and people were getting out and like waiting in parking spaces so that whoever was driving could park up, right? Fair enough, game's the game, innit? So I went and did that, yeah. And some big white girl, man, she pulls up in a polo and she's just like, can't do that. I said, why not? She just can't do that. I said, yeah, why not though? She goes, it's not allowed. I said, where does it say that? And then she just goes, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. We're going back and forth. And I said, listen, look into my eyes. I'm not leaving this spot. You might as well go and look for another spot. Yeah. And I'm waiting for my cousin to come and park over. Yeah. And then I'm on the phone with my cousin at this point, and she said something that made me laugh, right? And then I've laughed, and that white girl's her car has stalled. And she must have thought I'm laughing at her. She leads her head out the car and she just goes, don't fucking laugh at me, you fucking packy, I'll run you over. And I said, whoa, you called me a packy over a parking space.
You know what's funny? You know, for our generation, they think they've done something cool as a packy.
Yeah, I'm
Like
just like,
when
no.
bro, like, what's that you need?
it,
Genuinely, what's that you
it,
need?
it irritated me being called a packy when I was younger because I was just like, I'm not Pakistani. I didn't get it. I didn't get where the word come from. The word isn't just for Pakistanis. It's just because they couldn't tell us apart. They were calling all of us that.
No, but genuinely, like, did she thought she did something at it,
She thought she cooked, but really she stole the car and she
and
didn't
she
find a parking space.
genuinely, I find racism mad. The constant like,
I find it funny in just that like you have to be a certain level of stupid to think that like where you're from or where your um what color your skin is makes you better than somebody. But I find it funny in the fact that like because you're racist, I look down on you.
you make yourself like an idiot, more or less. Like,
Yeah,
because these things they make it sound like they're envious that of like they don't like who they are. But when let's be honest, everyone of color likes who they are.
nothing for me will
Maybe not Michael
beat
Jackson.
the far right marches in London, and they were all stopping for a curry and Afghan rice at half time. And I'm thinking they literally got the flag wrapped around them, talking about get the immigrants out, get the immigrants out, and then they're yamming a samosa. I don't get it.
it just paints the picture perfectly. But we're not talking about
Yeah.
race. We're not giving
But
them
you
any
know what?
attention.
We're not getting into
We're not giving
racism.
them any
Yeah,
investment, any time, man.
we're not getting into racism. You know why? It's the feel good season.
Yeah, man.
It's the
You stole
season
your
of
polo,
giving,
bro.
and you know what? I'm giving racists a chance to move on, going into the next year,
2026.
2026. If you're still racist in 2026, me too. I mean, what?
Okay, so now it's Am I the Asshole of the Week? For the podcast listeners, this should be their favorite segment.
Yeah,
For the ones who listen on
this is my
YouTube,
favorite segment.
Spotify, the
Yeah.
full thing, it's a big episode. But you obviously faced the absolute asshole in that Trafford Centre car park.
Yes, I did.
But now let's get into
Let's
another
get into. Let's
asshole.
find some more assholes. So we've got this girl, 18F, got pregnant. She and her parents want me, 19M, to step up and help her raise the baby. I am not the dad. I want to go into the Corps, so the Marine Corps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I told her no. I feel bad though. Basically, this girl I always had a crush on got knocked up by some random loser, and now, while she is pregnant, she has been wanting to date me. Her parents want me to step up and be a man so they don't have to help her take care of the baby for like the next 18 years and have her stay with them. She is not a piece of cake, by the way. But the thing is, I am not the dad. She said she wants me to be her boyfriend and for me to get a job and a place for her and me to help live, to help raise our kid. My dad told me to tell her to go F herself and not to put my dreams to the side, and that I am so young and just a kid myself, and to never ever in my entire life get involved with her. He said her baby is not my responsibility, and he will be heartbroken if I voluntarily take on this burden. He fully supports me going into the Corps. I told her I do not want to get involved with her. Her dad told me I am not a real man. Update: I've been able to successfully block this girl and her parents on all social media platforms. I've also had to get a temporary restraining order against her and her parents. None of them are allowed to contact me by any means. If they do, the sheriff will have his deputies go to the house and bring them to the local jail.
Kind of that part just doesn't sound real, but uh, let's analyze this.
Yeah.
Let's look into it further.
So we'll go step by step. He has a crush on a girl.
So yes, he has questions to go.
She gets knocked up.
Yes. That
She
she starts
then
dating my man.
she then wants to date him.
Yeah.
He didn't say the word dating, he said she wants to date me.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming she introduces him to her parents and they're saying, hey, if you're gonna date, you better step up. You gotta be a man and provide for
Yeah.
this baby.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I'm 18. Leave me out of this.
18. How old is she?
Sorry, he's 19. She's 18.
Okay.
And I'm 19. Leave me out of this. I don't even think there's a debate.
So where's my man who knocked her up?
Some random guy.
See, that's on them. They can't expect someone to come in and then do everything. Like the parents need to have a strong look at themselves. You know what? Dad's got to put extra shifts in, man.
And it.
That mom and dad got to do extra shifts.
Clearly, you weren't doing enough shifts as a dad.
Nah, that's gonna be like. You know what this podcast here? You know what this podcast looks like?
What?
We look down on people who get knocked up early by randoms.
I'm sorry if you're put in this position where you gotta put a 19-year-old.
It's selfish on babies, man. That's all.
Yeah, if you gotta put a 19-year-old in the position where he has to provide for your kid, I do look down on you a little bit because that's unfair on him. Sort yourself out.
I can't like this one is just straight like they're an asshole, but they're like
it's kind of outlandish how asshole they are.
They've got standards for him when their daughter's having a baby with someone who she doesn't know.
Not got enough standards.
No, like you can't play 20. It's understandable if like his dad said, "No, be an honorary man, provide for that kid because that kid hasn't got a dad."
Yeah,
and be a dad. see, that's a different scenario.
Yeah,
The dad's the one. His dad has got a proper knowledge. Like, don't ruin your life for someone who's not even my
yeah.
granddaughter's son.
I feel like her and her whole family, they're the asshole family.
I genuinely think they're what's the word when they think they're of a higher standard to him.
Yeah,
What's the word for that?
entitled.
Episode 2, entitled. Yeah, they're just really
That's a
entitled
callback. That's a
as a
very good
family.
callback.
It always comes down to like the family just think they
Yeah,
rule one way, and like that what they think is just totally wrong.
I think we agree on that one. Then I think we both agree that he's not the asshole.
I don't know how much I can go into
I've got
it.
another one for us. And it's fairly short.
Go on then. Go on then.
So AITA for refusing to help my mother-in-law with stuff as she refused to use her car when we were in need.
Okay.
My husband and I's car broke down and was dangerous to drive on the road, so we
Yep.
took it to the mechanic.
Yep.
We were also short on cash, so we couldn't use Uber or Lyft to drive around. My mother in law was abroad and her car was sitting at home unused. My husband asked her if he could borrow her car for a couple of days. He is an excellent driver with an amazing credit score and has never been to an accident. His mom also had unlisted driver insurance protection, so that was not a problem. And she occasionally lets her other son drive the car, who is a far worse driver, lives in the same home, and is not even on the insurance. However, my mother in law refused to let us borrow her car for a couple of days, resulting in me and my partner spending money on lifts and Uber and driving around our sketchy project car in heavy storm and rain. Now my mother-in-law is coming back from vacation and wants me to hang out with her and help her with stuff and dedicate a couple of days every week to help to her to hang out. I feel sour and don't want to waste my time hanging out with her, helping her out around the house. My husband also helps them fix their car for free, and I'm not happy with that either. Am I the asshole?
No,
Nah.
he's not there. So the way I look at it in terms of if you're expecting someone to give, but then you haven't given them when they need it, you have no leg to stand on.
Mm,
See, it's all about. End of the day, it's kind of life's kind of a tactical game.
indeed.
It's like every game, everything in life is like chess. You have to play one move to set up the next move,
Yeah.
and some and
You have to think moves ahead.
sometimes you've got to allow them to make a move to make your ultimate move.
Yeah.
Well and truly, yeah, she can't expect one person to if you, when he probably seems like he doesn't actually ask too much for stuff. When and truly needed something, didn't get it. End of the day, like she can't expect much. But here's the thing: my next discussion is what's the discussion with his fiance's partner? That's their
His
mom.
brother. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, so what's the?
So it's her mother-in-law, so her husband's
Oh,
brother.
so her.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so her husband.
her brother-in-law,
So
yeah, and her husband.
yeah,
So there's a brother-in-law involved,
yeah,
and he can take the car, even though he's an idiot from the way that she's describing him.
yeah.
Yeah, but for no good reason. She's saying she hasn't like she didn't give any reason for her husband not to take the car. So she's saying you didn't, and now we had to spend all this money on Ubers and lifts and driving around in a dangerous to drive car. Like, should I be still helping you out? I don't think. I think you should have that, but don't just not do it. Have the conversation and say, "Hey, we needed your help, and you didn't really give us a good reason as to why we couldn't have your help, and now you're expecting us to help you out. Like, do one."
End of the day, his thing. The mother-in-law.
You're gonna say leave your family in it.
Nah, nah, that's not a lead family. Just don't talk to the mother-in-law. Cause God, to shot the mother-in-law, you know. But oh yeah, you want help?
That's too bad.
Ask someone else. She would have so many other
I would
people.
help you, but I'm still trying to make back all that money I spent on Ubers and lifts.
I know. I would help you, but guess what? My car's broken down again,
Yeah,
man. My
my
car's in
car's
the garage
broken.
again.
Yeah, would help you,
Can't make
but
it.
can't.
Can't make it.
Boo-hoo. Womp womp.
No. It's kind of, but that's the sort of thing. That's how starts like dysfunctionality within families, and like
Mm.
mother-in-law gets involved, because the mother-in-law is always the person who will get involved the most. Just kind of like that's the person you want to keep the relationship the sweetest with. But then, like, if it's a hindrance, see, if it's something small, yeah, if she wants little stuff to be done, it's kind of like just do it if you got time.
Yeah.
But if it's actually is becoming a hindrance to your actual work plans and stuff like that, then I think you know what,
But no, no, she's saying I don't want to do it because she didn't help me out. So do you think even then, if it,
that's petty in it.
but but would you? Because she's also saying her husband's keeping her car fixed for free, yeah, and but when he needed to use that car, she would have let him have it. So she's saying I don't like him doing that because like he's doing so much for them while they're not doing anything back.
I'm on the kind of point in terms of like if it becomes a hindrance and it starts to build up loads and loads and loads, and they start just taking your husband for an idiot,
Yeah.
then I think you know what, then you step in. But I think in this sort of scenario, if she's not asking for too much, you just gotta let it slide. In it, family's family at the end. There,
I disagree. I think have the conversation because if you got to think if they don't have the conversation, then the resentment's going to build up.
yeah, I think have the conversation, but then don't make it in terms of like,
To make it end
a,
or be all.
yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but do make it known that you're unhappy about something. When you're unhappy about something, just make it known, make people aware so that they can stop it.
I wonder what the comments would be.
We're getting into what would you do now. Now, Rahib, you got the scenarios. Let's see
All
what we're
put
gonna do.
together. These scenarios are pretty good. So this one, I can't lie. What you just told me could be kind of funny. Uh, your best friend is getting married, but you don't like the partner. Uh, it's now come to the wedding day, and your feelings haven't changed. What would you
This
do?
this actually happened to me this summer. No, I'm joking.
Are you getting? What you gonna do in this situation?
If I was in that situation, I'm trying to think, right? If I was in that situation,
It's kind of like, do you want to ruin the wedding? But then like the wedding's like the D
the thing
day.
is, I wouldn't have left it to the wedding to make that known to my boy. I would have just said like, the thing is, it depends on how much I dislike her and what I dislike her for, and how much time do I have to spend with her. Because if it's like I don't have to actually have to see her that much, then I don't really care. Like, be who you want to be with. If I've got to see her often, or if I've got to like deal with her, then I'd just be like, I'd say to my boy, listen, I can't lie, your missus, she's just not my kind of person, but like,
No,
no, I
but
still love you and blah blah blah.
no, but the way I look at it in terms of like, forget about you and your connection with them in terms of like, in this scenario, like it's wrong. You can't get off that feeling that bro's making a wrong decision. And once he's married, then it comes to like she owes certain stuff regardless, even if they've been married for like a month.
You know what it
You,
is?
you genuinely like
No,
it could ruin him, and you kind of like, you know what?
but at the
Let's
end of the day, if you
That's your final chance.
yeah, but
That's your final chance.
you can say that to him, but what's the likelihood that he's actually not going to go through with it? Don't leave it until right on the day of the wedding or right before the wedding. Have that conversation and make it a clear conversation earlier than that.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: it's now come to the wedding day. I like that's the reason. Like some people, what they do is like they'll let time like flow and let it run,
Mm,
and then there's just hope that it kind of just fiddles out. But
yeah.
rather than them getting involved, because sometimes if they get involved, it could ruin the whole relationship,
Yeah.
whole friendship. So the way I look at it in terms of like, if this person is an absolute wrong, if he or she is an absolute wrong, and you can't get it out of your head, and you're like, if I don't do this now, I'm never gonna have a chance to do this. And
Yeah.
then I could be looks, it could spin on them like, oh,
Yeah.
they could be blamed for not intervening earlier on, and
I think it's
knowing that it's
also
gonna be a massive red flag.
if you know that they're a bad person, if you know that they're doing something bad or they're doing something wrong, then you should say it. But I think if it's just a feeling, and you've communicated that before, and your boy said, "Yo, I'm still gonna get married anyway," then I think at a certain point your boy's gonna go through with it, and you'd rather be there to support him when it doesn't work out than not be there at all. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I think would be good, so cool to do.
But
You pile up evidence for like months, yeah. Pile it all up. and come to the wedding day and pull up your boy in the morning or your girl in the morning and be like, look at this, all this evidence. I didn't want to come to you and just keep nagging on saying, this is not the one. Don't stop, stop, stop. I had to come with evidence so that you could firmly make a right decision. And now they see no decision. They're seeing like, oh, they've said X, they've said Y, they've done this, they've done that. And then it's up to them if they want to sign their life away. If they don't want to sign their life away, you've gone there where they can't complain to you in terms of like, you know what, this guy's actually gone out there properly, not just being selfish and be like, don't marry them because they're jealous. Like they come off jealous, couldn't it?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you've just gone off a feeling. So in life, you know what? It's always important to gather evidence. You know,
Mm. But
even
clear
even if
communication, I think, is
even
just
if it's just
important,
thingy.
man.
But yeah, at the end of the day, they probably should have been communicating
Yeah,
clearer.
just communicate earlier than like the wedding day, I'd say though,
All right.
because your boy's still gonna have forked out all of that money as well on the
Yeah.
wedding.
Oh, very true. But here's the thing, though: you rather go down before the wedding, the wedding cost is done, rather than you now is now to the next phase.
Yeah, true, true, true,
There's so
true,
many
true.
phases. But
True that, true that, true that.
to another one, it's kind of like, is it okay? This is like, what would you do? Kind of like in terms of like this or that. Would you rather? All right. Your partner has an event on where they are presenting and performing, but one of your siblings has a job interview, but you're the only person who can take them to this job interview. What would you do? Are you going to go to your partner's performance or presentation, or are you going to take your sibling to the interview? Bear in mind, there's they're both on at the same time, so you can't do this or that.
Interviews are more important. I feel like. I feel like the interview is earning a livelihood. This is about my sibling earning a livelihood. Whereas, like, if my partner's like doing presenting or performing, yeah, they don't need me there for them to do that. Whereas my sibling actually needs me to get them to this job interview. I feel like I have to go with the job interview. I feel like my partner should be telling me as well, hey, go to the job interview. It's more important.
So here's the thing though. It's kind of like
I say this
I
as somebody who presents and performs live. If somebody had to like go do something like that during my performance, I'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing here? Go do that."
here's the thing though. It's kind of like I'm on the same. I think the exact same thing as you.
Yeah.
Like there's no here this or that. Like end of the day, if I'm not there, I'm just a number. Everything's getting recorded nowadays,
Yeah.
and I've helped you, but I've helped you prepare for it anyway. So
Do you
I
remember
get all
in
credit.
Spider-Man 2 when Mary Jane like has a massive go at Peter for not being at a yeah like crappy little play?
I think so, yeah.
Bro, I was heated when I saw that, man. She was such a waste, man.
But here's the thing: I'm gonna put it to you in terms of like that moment is when you go to performance, when you go to presentation. In that moment, that's all you're thinking about. That's all you're preparing for, and then that becomes the most important thing in your life. And then you sometimes feel obliged that the people around you. A lot of people have this where people think like the close circle that should also be their priority as well. Like they think like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially people you come to help with. For example, in our presentation, gone to people to help. I'm thinking, oh, sometimes think like, oh yeah, they're gonna ask me how the presentation went. Or they're gonna want to find out
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
presentation went. Is that kind of thing, and like in terms of performance, if there's they're kind of like you could be seen, especially in this situation, you're seen as their uh, moral compass. They're like support companion
Yeah.
in that situation. Like they can look in the crowd, you can look at them, they can to calm themselves down, and you can like help them.
Mm.
So in that situation, their situation, their head, they could be like, "This is so important."
If it's a
Your
situation
sibling can go use Uber, man.
Yeah, if
But
it's a situation where she can't do the performance without me, then that's different. But if it's just if it's one of them needs me and the other one doesn't actually need me to physically be there, then I feel like you've got to go with the one who physically needs you.
at the end of the day, the thingy, the way I've phrased this situation, it's they need your car, you to drive that
Yeah,
individual, your sibling, to the interview. I think you've got to go for the interview. But I want genuinely, we're gonna put a poll up. We're gonna
I'm
see in the
very curious to
comments.
see how
I
everyone reacts
genuinely
to that.
am very curious to
Because
see
for me,
how people
the
react to
interview
that.
seems quite obvious.
But then some
Because I
people,
think
it
it's
all
earning a
depends.
livelihood. I feel like even if they're presenting as your job, that means you're already learning earning a livelihood. You don't need me to be there.
It says a lot about people and their relationship with their siblings as well. By the way,
Yeah.
it will actually does say a lot because like they may value their partner more than looking out for their sibling getting a job.
Uh,
I think that wraps up, because I think that wraps up that
oh,
what would you do,
beautiful. That was a good
There's some really
segment.
good ones.
Now we're getting into a bit of a head-to-head action. It's time for podiums.
This is kind of my favorite kind of. This is the most
Yeah,
interactive part of the
this bit's
podcast.
quite fun.
We love to see people's comments and people sending us through their top threes for
Yeah.
that one. Share it about, get it in the group chat, see what everyone says. Because
Yeah, share if you see this clip, definitely send it to your group chat and see what everyone else has to
yeah,
say about it. See if
yeah.
because your top three might be very different to theirs.
And we don't just do basic top threes. Like we don't do top three
Nah,
just
we do
like
random ones.
top 3 point guards. No,
We do random ones.
I'll give my first one.
Go on.
Top three life on the line ballers. So this is not just sports people. This is like anyone that used to be actors, just any genuine people. Life on the line, what they're best at, they're going to perform to save your life. That's
I
what going
mean,
for.
when you gave me the criteria, I'm looking at it a bit differently. I'm just thinking someone who, in their given
Field.
field, they will perform.
Go on, give us your number three then.
Right. My number three, I've got to go with Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho.
No, Ronaldo. Bro,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Um, he's you put him on the pitch, you give him a ball, he's scoring.
Okay,
Simple as.
what year Cristiano Ronaldo? What phase?
Frosted Tips, Juventus. Or
Now,
no,
Frosted
Frosted
Tips was
Tips,
the end of Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid. Sorry, yeah, Frosted Tips, end of Real Madrid. He was unbeatable. You can't beat that.
See, so I've gone probably even more dominant.
Yeah,
This for my number three
go on,
in this draft.
go on.
I've gone 2023 Max Verstappen. That guy won every race bar. I think Bahrain and Jeddah at the start of the season. I think Sergio Perez won, and then in Singapore was the only week Red Bull fell off. He finished fifth, and Carlos Sainz won that race.
Didn't he come second in Bahrain as well?
The top two, the other
First
ones
two,
were both second,
and then one
and
he came
then
fifth.
one came fifth. So he was on the podium every
So
single race
yeah,
bar one. And anyone who watched F1 in 2023, you had a guaranteed max. I genuinely, if people who bet on F1, they probably didn't make us, and they probably would have got the money they got. They would have got it back.
wow,
They would have just transferred their money to account. Genuinely.
wow.
Give us your number two then.
For my number two, I've gone very, very different. I've gone Kim Jong Un. As far as dictators go, if someone's gonna dictate, it's all Kimmy boy.
When stuff gets done, he gets stuff done.
He's active. He's active. He'll. I mean, if you don't dust the picture of him in your house,
You're
three
locked up.
generations of your family locked up. As far as dictators go, he's putting in work. I don't know any current day dictators that are putting in work to be an all time great like Kim Jong Un.
I hear it. It's kind of mad because my second one had nothing to do with that, by the way.
Okay, go on.
In second, I've got 2022 Kareem Benzema UCL run. Now, life on the line. Life on the line. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a guy turn like, bro. He felt like everyone was against him. He felt like Tupac. He genuinely, I could be like, look, I'm going to die, but you've got to perform in order to keep me alive, bro. Bang a hat trick, man, bro. The Panenka at the Etihad in the semi final, they were
Yeah,
down like 4-2 or something like that at the moment time, or like 4-1, bro. This guy just casually just Panenkaed Edison
fairs,
like it was nothing. Bro,
fairs.
that Ballon d'Or run, oh man, I felt like my brother was.
He was unreal. I don't know if he would. I don't know if he can kick ball as well as Kim Jong Un can dictate.
No, but I'm talking about just that year. I'm just
Even in
talking
that,
about
yeah,
no
I don't know, man.
2022 Benzema Champions League run is like when I say that I mean that, bro. They could that no one was in their way. Fair, no one is ever in Kim Jong Un's way.
Yeah, ever,
So who's your number
ever.
one then?
My number
Who's that?
one,
Who's the one
as in
who
like, so this is somebody who I think in their field
they'll save you? They genuinely will keep you alive.
they can do what they do like better than anyone on my list or Rive's list. I got Kevin Hart. If you need a laugh, Kevin Hart's all but guaranteed.
Give me a phase. Give me a phase of Kevin Hart.
I'm gonna go Kevin Hart. Let me explain. That like 2014, 15 to maybe I'd give it a couple years span, so maybe up to like pre-COVID. Films as well. Get Hard,
Nah. I feel like
Ride Along,
maybe his
Ride Along 2.
maybe his comedy's phased out a lot. Like it's just like people like his comedy's not actually that funny. I feel that was a period when people used to get on it with like voices. You know when like he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
high pitched voice.
But this is what I'm saying. In that period of time, who was making people laugh more than Kevin Hart in the comedy game?
I just think people lost comedy at that point though.
Nah, he was gold, man. He was gold.
Nah, man.
It doesn't. I'll be honest. It doesn't hold up well. But I'm talking about that Kevin Hart in that time was a guaranteed laugh.
Nah, man. Kim Jong Un's got your back better than Kevin Hart. You know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. But my number one life on the line person who saved me, I can put all my money on him. I can put my whole life on him.
Yeah.
Was Olympics/World Championship Usain Bolt. When this guy used to get to a World Championship Olympics,
You know who I could have gone with?
let me carry on this. Let me cook.
Yeah.
Whenever it came to Olympics, whenever it came to World Championship, he will perform. 2020, 2013, I think it was, or 2008, I think he's on about. Basically, I think it was 2008, no, 2009 actually. His friend, one of his close friends, passed away, and he was just in a bad thing. His health wasn't good. He wasn't at tip top shape, and Tyson Gay was on a madness that year. Tyson Gay was like running to another level. When Usain Bolt broke his 9.58, got that record. Tyson Gay got a 9.69 that race. 9.69 compared to everyone else. Like right now, Noah Lyles is running like high 9.8s, sometimes 9.7, late 9.7s. That's the rate. 0.1 seconds, like a massive gap
in terms of athletics, yeah.
But Usain Bolt, he turned up to the event and he just like wiped the crowd out. He's a bad starter, by the way.
It's actually unreal how good he was at sprinting.
He's a bad starter, by the way. He's not a good starter.
Mm.
But you just see this tall figure chase you down, and by the end, he's got like a massive gap.
I'm really annoyed with my first pick now because there's actually an Olympian who I think I could have done instead.
You've now got the chance to make a decision.
Can I swap him out?
If you want to swap him out, you've got the chance.
Okay. I'm gonna swap out Kevin Hart. We're getting rid of him. I'm putting in Michael Phelps.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Nah, I think Usain Bolt of Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps got more gold.
No, but here's the thing: swimming. The top ones do so many more disciplines because it's easy for them to do way more disciplines. Whereas on the track, no one does multiple disciplines. You never see someone doing 4 or the max they'll do is 3 events, including a relay. Whereas in the swimming, they can do so many different events because they just can.
Now let's say Michael Phelps versus Usain Bolt in a triathlon. Who do you think wins?
In a triathlon,
who do you think is slowed down?
No, you can't.
I'm asking you a question.
No.
I'm not saying Michael Phelps will win. I'm just saying
he will win.
Do you think?
Because Usain Bolt's just a sprinter.
I feel like the water would slow down Usain Bolt more than the sprint would slow down Michael Phelps. Do you know what I mean?
But the sprint, a triathlon.
So now it depends.
The marathon.
Who's better on a bike?
The marathon.
Kim Jong Un.
No, and bro, firstly, I want the comments to tell us Usain Bolt or Michael Phelps. Usain Bolt, I'm telling you, maybe I've got sprinting bias, but he's on my Mount Rushmore, by the way, for athletes all time.
Usain Bolt.
He's guaranteed.
Yeah, he's up there. But what if your life's on the line and they've just got to give you someone who can run?
Come on,
you don't know the distance. They're just saying, "Hey, pick someone who can run."
If it's someone who can run, I'm picking a 400 meter. I'm thinking potentially like Michael Johnson. You know, 400. He used to do 400, but he used to do 100. He used to do 200 as well. I'm definitely picking a US athlete because in US, athletics in USA. I know I'm going a big tangent, but they always used to just do 400 meters, whereas in the UK, like the 100 meters and like this 200 meters is seen as like the gold medal, whereas they constantly in USA for some reason they always do 400 meters. That's why all the athletes are just unreal. No, you know who I'm taking? Sydney McLaughlin of Rone. You may not know her. She's a current 400 meter world champion, 400 meter hurdles Olympic champion. She is unreal. Whenever you see dominance, when she did hurdles,
Yeah.
people are hurdle behind.
Can I be honest? I'm so
Unreal
whack when
athlete.
it comes to athletics. The only reason I knew who Noah Lyles was because of what he said about the NBA
Yeah,
World
world
Championship.
championships. He's
And then now that he ran against speed,
bro, he's such an entertainer. But
he's
like,
very good at getting eyes on him. He'd be a great wrestler.
all right then. I think let's move on to the next podium though, you know.
All right. Is this my one that I'm
Yeah.
introing? Okay. I'm pretty confident in this one.
Right.
Right. Top three deadly trios. Now, this is anything that you would consider, you'd look at and you'd consider, okay, that's a trio. The same way you'd look at Salt and Pepper as a duo. The same way you'd look at Ant and Dec as a duo.
In terms of a trio, is that a knife, fork, spoon?
Indeed.
That's a trio, isn't it?
Indeed.
All right. Do you want me to give us a third?
Yeah, do you want to go
I'll go
start off
third.
with your third one?
Third, I've gone for the OG. When you think of trios and in sport, the one I think of always, a lot of people think of is LeBron, Wade, Bosch.
The big three.
That's the
the
big three.
Heatles.
The
The
Heatles.
Heatles.
Even
That
though,
is a
let's be honest, they weren't actually that successful, but
no.
uh,
They won 2 championships and
no, but
they
like
had the most embarrassing finals
finals
performance
loss.
ever.
But when I think of trios, like there is loads of sporting trios, but like
I think that's an iconic
I
one.
went for them because I couldn't differentiate BBC and MSN. Bale, Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, and
And
Messi,
Messi
Suarez,
as
Neymar.
far as Neymar.
I couldn't differentiate them. I think they're all equals.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No
I'm
three.
gonna go with my number three. My number three you actually just mentioned. Knife, fork, spoon.
Oh, unreal! That is the OG
You
trio,
can't sit down for a meal without one of them. And if you sit down for a meal with all three of them, you know you're about to have a good time.
It's the OG trio.
It's the OG trio. You can't go wrong. Yeah.
Fairs, you got no argument there.
Not
Okay,
knife, fork, spoon.
my number two.
Go on.
For my R&B music lovers, my hip hop music lovers, US hip hop music lovers. This trio in like late 2000s and then early 2010s, constant music together, and like they were like
Go on.
unreal. Chris Brown, Tiger, and Trey Songz. That's elite ball knowledge, isn't it? That's elite ball knowledge.
That is good. That is good. I don't know if it's on the same level as knife, fork, spoon.
No, but here's it. No, but here's the thing. In that period, yeah, like
I think this is very subjective for you.
nah, bro. People who know music here, bro.
What do you
Chris
think
Brown, Tiger, and then Trey Songz all
Yeah,
together.
but do you think majority of people would look at knife, fork, spoon as a better trio than Tiger, Chris Brown, and Trey Songz?
But here's the nice book thing. Yeah, that's the OG trio. But life moves on.
Oh, okay.
People eat with chopsticks. People eat with their hands.
Yeah, true.
People
Right, shall I give you my number two?
spoons, you know.
Foods. Sporks. Foods.
I was thinking, nah, it can't be food. It's bad. Instead of sporks. Right, give us your number two.
Oh
man.
my god. Foods. It's crazy. For my number two, okay, this I said the other one was subjective. This one for me is quite subjective. It's a personal favorite. Noodles, cracker, prawn toast. For like anytime you get a Chinese, very iconic trio, and yeah, you got all balances there. Especially if you're getting a nice chow mein, can't go wrong.
I just think I will hit as much, you know.
I don't think it's on the same level as knife, fork, spoon or foons, but it's up there.
I don't know how much of a reach I have, man. You know who liked that one though?
Who?
Big John.
Yeah,
Bosh.
Bosh.
All right.
Who wants a fucking Chinese?
All right. So my number one. This is like in the UK. This is the number one trio. I think
Yeah.
everyone's gonna get behind this one. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May. That's
Oh,
wait. When you talk about chemistry, bro, the chemistry
oh,
mixes so well, and it's like
that is good, man.
they genuinely could make a show where they're just sitting in a room
And just chatting about each
and
other.
then just looking at each other. They're not chatting. They're looking at each other and like their body language
They'd
would
make
do all
it
the
funny.
speaking.
They would. They're class, bro.
They're classic. I don't think
Um,
you're gonna beat this one, by the way.
no, I know I am, but it's just I was like, I'm thinking, why did I go for the Chinese one on the second? Maybe I should have gone for something better. But I'm confident in my first pick, and my third pick was great.
Go first, then.
My
Go on.
first pick, I've gone rock paper scissors.
Oh well, you know what?
Now, as much as I love Top Gear and as much as I love Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May, out in the village in Africa, they don't know about them lot, but they know about rock paper scissors
I reckon they know about Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James Wade. I reckon
because
they're
they're probably
global.
driven through there.
Yeah.
What is a white man doing?
No, but okay, I've got a disclaimer to have to you.
Okay,
People nowadays, they put in shoot in there, you know.
shoots off the bench
No, no, no,
because shoot's not an
no.
essential player.
You can't have a trio
Six man.
when no, but nowadays, yeah. When I was a kid, yeah, it used to just be rock paper scissors, rock paper scissors, and used to shoot on scissors.
Mm.
But now people put shooting, and
The
shoot made
shoot's
his claim.
American.
No, but
Shoot's very American.
shoot took over.
But people don't say rock paper. Do you want to do rock paper scissors shoot? They said, do you want to do rock paper scissors?
But here's the thing:
Shoot is not an addition to the trio. Shoot is a rule.
no, but no, shoot's in the game, bro.
Yeah, but it's a rule
No,
in the game.
it used to be like, oh, some people used to do it.
You can't go shoot.
You know,
You can't go shoot. You gotta go rock, paper, or scissors. Correct?
yeah, let's
So
say
you've
rock
only got
paper
three
scissors, but then
options.
shoot is still in the game though.
No, it's not. Because you're talking about what you're saying. That's a rule. I'm talking about the actual gestures. You've only got three gestures you can pick. Unless you're one of those weirdos in school that used to go like lava. Yeah, bro. They're pissing me off, bro. Yo, rock, paper, scissors. Oh, man.
It can
Rock,
be,
paper,
man.
scissors, alien gun. Shut up, man.
No, but his thing. Rock paper shoot is been said in the game, you know, like it's part of the game. Whereas guess what? Did they say Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James May, and the producer? They don't say that, do they?
Exactly.
So that's the deadly trio.
So, okay, so shoot is the producer then?
You know which one I think that we've missed out?
What?
Knock door run.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
As you said, UK iconic. I was thinking, yo, should I actually switch out my last one for Knock Door Run?
But people say knock door ginger.
But that was the thing that held me back. People, you know what I heard? What I used to call it, just knock and run.
Nah, knock door run.
I never used to call it knock door run. We always used to call it knock and run, and then people used to call it knock down ginger and stuff.
Yeah, there's another one, you know.
There's a few others, but yeah, everyone's got a different name for it.
Lick them quickly.
I've never said that.
Okay, let's move on to the final podium.
Yeah, go on.
I've got top 3 birthday parties as a kid. Obviously, we were in the UK, grew up in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me number 3, man.
Number 3, I got laser tag.
Controversial.
You know when you were in the dark fighting for your life with them lasers.
How did you
Something
play?
else, man.
Were you on full attack or were you like let's play tactical?
I was tactical as hell.
You should team up with your
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to say to like I used to get at least like 2 other people. We used to team up.
go back to back in it.
Yeah. Oh, bro. It was, and you know what? Because it was dark in there, it felt serious. It felt real. It felt tense.
Yeah. Oh man, that's giving me flashbacks. You know,
Yeah.
me and some friends. These are friends I've had since I was like 4 years old.
Mm.
We keep saying we're gonna have to do laser tag again because they used to do laser tag. We used to do laser tag birthdays for the kids.
Bro,
We still haven't done it, man.
me and Ibby and somebody else, we got banned from a laser tag place.
What did you do?
What
What did Evie do?
No, Ibby didn't do
Ibby
anything.
didn't?
I didn't do anything. It was the other person. He pushed over a kid.
Okay, we
You
don't.
know who the
don't
other
do that.
person is, innit?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
We'll see there. My number 3 though.
Go on.
Go for a football party. I've got
I
an
can't
Power
lie.
League goals party. You know
I
what I mean?
was I was too ass at football. I was never too keen.
Nah, man, I had some good football parties. You know,
I was whack at football as a. I'm still whack at football
guess what?
now. So it's
Power League used to give us a ball as well. You know, as a birthday gift. Not
ah,
like not my parents paid like 100 to 200 pounds yeah for the party. I don't want to go with the ball, but like yeah, man, it was
yeah, I was
that was
never
nostalgia,
too
man.
into it. Never. No, I didn't even. You know when people used to say they're having a football party, I swear to God, I didn't look forward to it because I was ass at football. I've always been ass.
Bro for the cake.
I'm a fully, bro. I'm
Keep
for the
that
gift
cake in it.
bag.
Keep that cake. Goodie
Goodie
bag.
bags are sick. Goodie
That's the
bags are
best thing, you
sick,
know.
bro. Goodie bags are so sick.
All right, give us your number two then.
Number two, you get a bit older, right? Not too old, but you're a bit too old for laser tag now. So what's the next step up from laser
You're
tag?
never too old for laser tag, man.
Paintball,
Paintballing, yeah. But I was gonna put them together, you know.
bro. Paintball parties. I remember the first one and just feeling like, oh, I'm a big man now. Like
Yeah.
this isn't no little boy crap. I'm a grown man. We're doing grown man things. Yeah, and it felt even more serious. It felt even more heightened than laser tag. It was insane.
You definitely when you go to laser tag, you're just gonna be clever.
Mm.
But paintballing, you have to have experience on COD.
You know what it is? You know how you said in laser tag you can go all out attack?
Yeah.
You don't have that option in paintballing.
Nah.
You've gotta be careful.
By the way, hopefully this waste man sees this one day. One of the birthday parties I went when I was younger
I think
to
I know this
paintball.
story, yeah.
You know the loading area.
Yeah.
So everyone loading at their
Yeah, I
bullets.
do know this
This
story, yeah.
absolute idiot, yeah. But Foon doesn't have the safety guard on. He's doing it and he's shot, but like this, the shooting practice is there. He shot my arse cheek from like literally a minute away, you know. He's on my team as well, you know.
Yeah.
I shot him from behind in the game. It was some sort of game, yeah. It's kind of like, and when you get shot, you have to go out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you know what? I remember they used to tell you off if you bumped it off.
Yeah, bro. Paintball is all right though, but guess what?
Go on.
I went trampoline X bouncy castle X wacky warehouse for my people in Birmingham. No,
No,
wacky
sorry,
warehouse
sorry,
party.
sorry, 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 sorry. You're taking the piss, bro. How are you putting trampoline, yeah, bouncy castle? A bouncy castle is usually at like a house birthday party or a hall
No,
birthday party, and you put that mixed in with wacky warehouse. Wacky warehouse is nothing like a trampoline park. They're two completely different things.
no, but it's the same kind of concept in terms of like
No, it's
free
not.
play
No, it's
area,
not.
bro.
A trampoline park is just trampolines, bro, and then you got like a foam pit. But a wacky warehouse is something else entirely, bro.
Bro, do you remember Rush, bro?
I remember Rush. I
Remember
like
Rush?
Rush. Rush is a cool
You got the
place.
basketball hoop. You've got the one where like you fight people with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the
All
ting, 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 ting,
great,
ting.
all great, but it's not Wacky Warehouse. Wacky
Bro,
Warehouse is something different.
I'm putting in the same concept. You go
But I'm
out there
saying you
and
can't
play.
put. But I'm saying you can't put it as the same concept. It's two different concepts.
No, you don't just go out there and play and just sit around and play.
Nah, nah, incorrect. Wrong. Pick one.
All right, I'll change my list. Trampoline park is in second.
Okay,
Give
first.
us your first.
That was a very good pick. Right. First, um, I've not gone type of party. I've gone party scenario. Right. This is for all my South Asians out there. When a bratty kid has a birthday party and gets slapped on their birthday.
Was that you one time?
Absolutely, bro.
Nah, man, I think you're on too specific, you know?
Bro, that feeling of like a kid that you don't like, a kid that is a brat, and they're like, no one's singing happy birthday, no, they can't too many candles.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Squelch it.
and then you see finally like their mom has just had enough. Whoosh. Oh, cathartic as hell.
I hate that. But my original number one, yeah,
Go on.
would have been your number three, laser
Laser
tag.
tag
But I'm changing it.
to Wacky Warehouse.
Seeing as you've had it as like separate,
Yeah.
Wacky Warehouse as a kid. So Wacky Warehouse, let me describe it. It's like
It's like Chuck E. Cheese for Americans.
basically it's like a kind of play kind of house. Deep party. No, playhouse. That like if you've got everything in there, like genuinely, like it's like a kid's dream. You got slides.
Yeah,
You've got
slides.
a little full pitch in some of them.
Yeah,
You've got what
ball
else?
pits. It's like a little obstacle course. It's all
Yeah,
plush, so you don't hurt yourself.
as a kid,
Climbing frames, everything, man. It
as a
was
kid,
sick.
like that's your dream to have in your house, you know.
Yeah, yeah, bro. It was so sick.
That is the guarantee number one, you know. When you think of birthday party, you think of that.
I'll give you the number one. I think the other two I beat you on.
Then you give us number one.
Yeah, I did give number one.
But my number one's the best one.
Yeah, I'm saying your number one's better than my one.
But I want to see what the comments think in terms
But
of
I
like,
reckon my two and three are better than your two and three.
okay, my two is like specific to Rush.
Yeah.
But
Whereas I feel like paintball's better than Rush.
three, man, bro, a football party as a lad.
Laser tag. As you said, you
Laser
still
tag
want
should
to
have
go
been in
laser
mine
tag,
because
bro.
yeah, to be fair, that was my number one, but Wacky Warehouse, man,
Wacky Warehouse was elite, bro.
that was elite. But
What was that other one? Time something ticket.
the one in King's Eve,
I think so. What was it called?
Wacky Warehouse was in Hall Green.
Yeah.
Uh,
Acox Green.
that's Hall Green.
Which was the one by Acox Green by the bowling place?
That's the laser tag place.
Yeah, and then by that was one.
No, you're lying. That's
Uh,
bowling and
Am I getting confused?
the Wacky Warehouse used to be behind. You know where South City Bowman College is, Hall Green campus.
Yeah.
You know, behind there, but so opposite, there used to be like there was a pub cut type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Behind there, that was Wacky Warehouse. I'm pretty sure.
So there's a quick fit there.
No, you're thinking too much that way. You know what that pub was? Now guess what's opening there? They're opening Costa there,
Oh,
and they're
there.
opening a food store.
Boycott Costa.
So exactly, man. I don't know why this sounds the same. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, Wacky Warehouse, man.
Wacky Warehouse was so
Unreal,
good,
man.
man.
I think that's a
When did
good
they close
ending
that
to the
down?
season. They closed it down by the time we grew out of it.
Fair enough. That's good at least.
Come,
I
that's
think
closing
that's
time.
it for us today, man. Now we're getting into the tip off. So Christmas tip off section. Getting into the Christmas spirit.
Proper tip off this one is
Yeah. So we're getting into our ideal NBA Christmas matches.
Christmas Day NBA basketball is unreal. Like
So good.
because they run it quite well in terms of like we have games in the UK that we can watch in Europe we can watch because
Yeah.
they start off early. So
Oh, so good.
first game I want an East versus East, obviously. Who we going for East versus East? I'm saying Knicks versus Celtics.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Okay,
I would love to see the Celtics get thrashed on Christmas Day.
yeah,
And by Jalen Brown, and New York's gonna turn up for that.
bro. Back in October when the season started, yeah, when Jalen Brown wiped his
Oh,
forehead
his
on
fake,
Anunoby.
his fake hairline.
Yeah, that's bro. The lights are bright in MCG.
I think
MSG.
he's an idiot for wearing spray on hairline to a
Right.
game. Like, surely you gotta have a bro. You got that much money. You just had an off season. Why did you not go Turkey and get it sorted?
But hopefully on Christmas Day he doesn't do the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they got nice white jerseys as well.
Second game, an East versus West. I'm going Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Warriors, and it's in Cleveland.
I'm gonna go a different route.
Okay.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's OKC.
So you're thinking this season? I'm just thinking in general. Like, I'm thinking like for me, obviously, like in the last like between 2015 to 2018, that Warriors Cleveland series. I remember one Christmas Day when I was watching it. It was Cleveland versus
Oh, I'm
Warriors,
thinking we're doing our
and
ideal matchups for
they
this season.
they had thingy next to Christmas Day's already out, bro. It's happening in 2 weeks, man. Everyone got their tickets, bro.
Oh,
So like,
I completely misunderstood the segment.
No, but it's not all the time. It's just kind of like I just want to see those games happen on Christmas
Okay.
Day.
I've got,
Even now,
I've got,
I take Cleveland Warriors right now. You know,
I've got a good one then.
for the third, for
Yeah,
a game host in the West. It could be West versus West now.
I've got West versus West.
Right, go on.
I've got Lakers versus current Suns because I want to see Luka Doncic absolutely thrash the Phoenix Suns. Because if there's one
Staples
team he
Center.
always turns up against, it's them. And if there's one person who I want to have a bad Christmas, it's Devin Booker.
But here's the thing. So I week the final game because the Lakers game was the final
Yeah.
game of the day. Here's the thing: if it was this season though, it just wouldn't happen because the Suns' ass.
Yeah, Suns are so whack. But you know who's not whack and who I think should compete in the other game? San Antonio Spurs versus.
Dallas.
No, wouldn't it be West versus East?
Let's see who's think West versus East. So I've gone San Antonio Spurs versus Philadelphia 76ers. That's what I want to see this season.
That would be a bad
That's
boy game.
unreal. Like currently right now, the way the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey's playing unreal. VJ Edgecombe is playing unreal so far this season. And Joel Embiid is playing unreal this season. Paul George, man. Hopefully the back for injury in it.
Bro,
so I've got that in it. I've got that.
Bro, VJ Edgecombe's start to the season was crazy. I think, yeah, you know what? I'd love to see him and Tyrese Maxey try and take on Wemby.
Yeah. But do you want to, by the way, do you want to know who I've got for the final game of the night?
Go on. For the West versus West.
OKC are hosting Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, bro.
That's unreal, isn't it? That's unreal.
Bro, Ant versus Shea would be great for that.
I just think nowadays, yeah, you have to have Minnesota Timberwolves on a Christmas Day on the main day.
You have to have Anthony Edwards on Christmas Day.
You've obviously got Lakers and Minnesota Timberwolves. That's another one you could have.
That would be a great one.
But then another one I was thinking, but I just don't think it's good enough.
Because Luka loves to.
I just don't think it's good enough for Christmas Day. But I think the Nuggets deserve to play on Christmas Day. But I was gonna say Clippers, because I loved that series last season. The Clippers.
That was a great Nuggets series, man.
But
that was a very good series.
Yeah, man. Genuinely, I can't wait. At Christmas time in the UK, it's nice to be, even if you don't celebrate, it's nice to be around.
You know, it's a festive time, and I think the main thing is people are happy, people are chilled out, and everyone's you just want to get cozy, put on a nice jumper, and watch a nice film.
I can't believe it, man. I'm 23 now, and reaching UNC status. But guess what? I'm on my podcast phase, man. The podcast keeps going out, man. Yeah. Keep liking, sharing, man. We're happy.
Yeah, you lot are killing it at the moment, but we're trying to do big things.
But now we're pushing 2026.
Yeah,
2026. We want to be at least global in Birmingham.
Yeah,
we want to be the name in Birmingham.
Global in Birmingham.
Yeah, bro, Birmingham's its own place. Bro, Birmingham's
its own world. It's its own world. Yeah.
But with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that notification
bell. Send it to your family group chats.
Send it to your other group chats.
Send it to your sneaky links.
Send it to your main chick.
Send it to your boss.
Send it to your colleague, the one that you don't like.
Send it to your uni society.
Send it to your uni lecturers.
And send it to your ex. And we're out.
Send it to your ex's ex.
And with that being said, keep yapping.